And it's time for a bit more of a serious chat because mental health is a challenge for a lot of young Aussies. And here in SA, we take it very seriously, especially right here on Fresh 92.7. This morning, we're so excited to be joined by the Minister for Human Services, Natalie Cook, who is here to tell us about the amazing new grant for young people's mental health and well-being. Good morning, Nat. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty well. It's like the last sitting day, I hope, of Parliament this year, if we get all our work done. So that's a pretty exciting day for us.
Yes. Now, we are very excited to have you on, and obviously this topic hits close to home for many, but can you tell us, for those who don't know, a little bit about the SA Youth Action Plan?
Yeah, so this plan is created every few years, and it's done with lots of consultation and forums that are held around South Australia to seek feedback from the community. And this year we had 900 submissions to the youth plan, which is quite substantial. But the really great thing is 700 of those were from young people. So it's not just a bunch of old fogies telling young people what they should be thinking about. This is actually the thoughts of young people. And no surprise, young people just get it right. They say mental health and well-being is absolutely the most important thing to be invested in, and other things will fall together if we get this right. So they've told us they want local solutions. They want to speak to people in their own community to get support. They don't want blow-ins. They just want people who know the community to be there to invest in programs. So we're providing some grants to help to do that.
That's incredible. I mean, the state government's committed $180,000 to this once-off grant round. You know, how far do you expect this money to go?
Look, you know, if I know anything at all with my background working in the community sector and in health, good people will make money go a long, long way. So this is a real beauty of these grant rounds, is that not-for-profit community organisations will invest so much in-kind effort and economy into these grants. The investment that we put in is just minuscule compared to the outlay of the not-for-profit. So I think these grant rounds will be great. I'm really excited to see what people offer, and in terms of how that sits as well, like with the Youth Action Plan, I think this is pretty wild as well. Like, the actual plan's not going to be fully disclosed and put out until next year, but we've really heard the urgency of this now and said, let's not stuff around, let's get people now able to respond to what has really been the single most concern expressed by young people, and that's mental well-being.
Yeah, so you mentioned this is for organisations, not individuals. So how can these organisations apply for these grants?
Yeah, just, you know, I'm not going to try and explain tech to a bunch of younger people and organisations that do it a lot better than me, because I'm pretty useless at it. But just get on, you know, Google or whatever, and just search DHS grants. So that'll bring you up the Department of Human Services website, and people will be able to navigate to that. There's a grants link, and it's got all the information. It's already there. I've tested it this morning, and even I can find it. So if I can find it, everyone else will be fine.
You beauty.
So Nat, this is all to increase support for young South Australians through community-based and non-clinical initiatives. Can you tell us what that involves, like what that is?
Oh, look, what it is it's a really broad, wordy, bureaucratic way of saying let's do good things for people that provide programs where young people can go to a place, talk with people, do some programs that help build strength and resilience, give people some coping strategies around their mental health and well-being, make some connections in the community. I think, look, we know during COVID, like, the biggest thing was isolation. People couldn't get out and see their friends, hang with their friends, go out, dance, sing, do all the things that young people like to do together, or even just, you know, sit around and spend some time talking. We weren't even able to do that. So if we learnt one thing, that's loneliness and isolation can really contribute to terrible outcomes. And this is the situation, not just during COVID, but every day for people who have challenged mental health situations. So if we can start providing more solutions that are locally based, where young people have designed them or coded co-designed them with organisations. I think we're well on the way to trying to combat some of the fallout of loneliness and isolation, which is really crushing for people.
Yeah. So, Nat, is there a cut-off time for these organisations to apply?
Yeah, so as with all grants, there is an arbitrary, computer says no date, and for these ones, this is February. I think it's around the 4th or thereabouts of February. So it's the first week of February, but there's quite some time. Actually, it's the 5th, correction. Computer says no on the 5th of February, and so it's a good couple of months that people have got to put these in, bearing in mind that lots of good burgers will take time off over Chrissy, so we won't be able to see sort of too much work during that couple of weeks. But this still provides about 7 or 8 weeks of time for people to put the grants in.
Yeah, well, wow, this is such an amazing initiative, and it's so good to see our state putting money back into mental health and wellbeing with these grants. If you're an organisation that's interested in applying, make sure you apply before the 5th of February 2024. And thank you so much for your time this morning. The Minister for Human Services, Natalie Cook, it's always a pleasure to chat to you.
Thanks heaps. Have a great day, everyone. Happy weekend.
You
Thanks,
too.
Nat.
See ya.